Alright everyone, we're back here with some more Ghostface tech. Now, the most underrated special in my opinion, and well, specials are the way the phone call and the teleport work. Now, technically everyone knows, obviously the teleport, it's combos, right, whatever. But the phone call and the teleport can lead to spacing traps that will blow up people armoring or people mashing buttons. Now, let me explain. So, Mr. Baraka here, I set my Ghostface back to the regular Ghostface. So normally, if he armors a gap of mine, it'll say, I think 444, right? That's not the biggest gap in the world to armor through, right? That's just whatever, right? That's the armor gap. But if I do 4-4 EX teleport, and then I hold back, it clips the forward advancing armor from Baraka. Now, Baraka is one example. Everyone has different armor properties. But this applies to Baraka and Cyrax. And it applies to stationers. So someone like Sector or Geras, this works as well. Now, the reason why this is a big deal, this also applies to certain armors that are, again, stationary, because the teleport can come behind them, hit them, and sometimes might hit them through the armor, if the frames are late enough or whatever. Now, of course, it is a big risk. If they do wake up blocking, then you're screwed, obviously, but it's still a risk you gotta be willing to take sometimes. So that one is self-explanatory for the most part, right? Excuse me, sorry. Of course, the other thing, of course, is it's safe, right? It's safe because of the retreating and the canceling and whatever else, like, right? Safe 50-50s, right? But it also leads to more mind games because this technically is special cancelable, right? The regular knife hit is special cancelable. So if I do this in Darius, it's not. I don't think it's a true combo, but you get the idea, right? It's like legit special cancelable. So if I can do this into Fatal Blow, do this into Run. So if I really want to do that, I can do that, right? So it's special cancelable, fatal cancelable, of course your normals and whatever. But the other thing is the phone call. The reason why the phone call is a big deal is especially against people who mash a lot, right? Who disrespect frames. So I'm going to set it to just mashing down one as a reversal, right? So he should. So let's see. Okay, so he's now set to mash down one. This does not work off every button, but it works on enough of them. Especially if you space it just right, your forward 2 should... There it is, yeah. So at max range, at max forward 2 range, it works, right? Back to, same deal. So essentially what this does is, it's a space trap, right? If you're thinking like Street Fighter, it's like, 3 crouching lights, and then crouch medium, and that's a space trap and a punish, whatever. And same idea here for Ghostface, is on block, you're dialing in the phone call. And the thing is too, of course, phone calls fully safe on block, right? Even if they false block, I'm not sure if it's punishable, but so how do you isolate this? It looks like really stupid how to get out of it. Oh, well, for one, you can armor through the phone call, I'm sure. Maybe, depending on the armor. But the other thing, of course, is just jump, right? The idea is you jump out of it, but of course, if Ghostface reads you're gonna jump, well, you can cancel it, you can do all this other stuff, right? Okay, actually, I'm going to try and do this a different way. So hopefully that should work. Let's see here. Why are you not? Why are you doing random reversal? There we go. That took a minute. Jeez. So anyway, we don't want to jump right, but depending on the Ghostface player, if they're on point with their things, that'll be an anti-air, right? And especially because Ghostface has back 3. Depending on the range and how far your jump is and stuff, you might be able to block that, right? But it's Ghostface; he can do this if he wants to. It's not including, of course, if he wanted to, depending on which form he takes. He'll chase it down if he wants to, right? That's not even including, if you wanted to do the cancel into anti-air or whatever, right? So the idea is to jump it, and if you neutral jump it, the uppercut phone call will catch you. If you forward jump it, he should be able to anti-air you. If you back jump it, that might be the easiest way to punish. Maybe, I'm not entirely honestly sure on that one. But the reason why this is a big deal is because this phone call, if it hits, it's a full combo, damaging, reset, whatever, blah, blah, vortex character, right? But it's safe for block, and you can set it up so it's space traps against people mashing, down 1, or down 4s might reach. To be honest, so let's actually just really quick. I'm curious now. So I'm just do 2 down 4s. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So depending on which button it is. Yeah. Okay. So that's the tech. So yeah, if the if you think the Ghostface is gonna do a set space trap like this, you do your longest range like down 4 stuff, right? And even then, it depends on what button the Ghostface does, right? So like stand 3 in a phone call looks like it's the most legit thing where it's hard to really actually get out of it. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that the phone call can lead to actual legit pressure sequences. It can lead to some interesting sequences. Like down 4 in a phone call on block. It's not the craziest in the world, but it actually, I'm like down 4 in his face. Let's see. If it's like right up in there, it's like no, right? Yeah, I got sidetracked. But yeah, so it's sidetracked. Point is, phone call, use it more often, especially on hit too. Like you can actually use it on a hit and fake people out, and they might try and poke you or whatever. Especially because your 2/2 by itself is a plus 20 on hit, things like that. So it's I believe like knife cancels in the assassin is plus 40, so it's a legit frame trap into the phone call and stuff like that. So the other thing I want to mention is the way it interacts against stationary wake ups. Let's just real quick. All right, so the other thing I wanted to highlight is the way the armor works. So this is Sector's enhanced flamethrower. This is her armor. Stand 3 in a phone call. She can't do it. Stand 4 in a phone call. She can't do it. 4/4. She can. Back 2 in a phone call. Here's the thing. I'm losing the trade, right? But here's the thing. We're trading. I'll take the trade when I can get 6 to 8%, and might make her have to waste their bar. Not to mention stuff like this. Pretty nice, right? Just just throw it out. Might as well, right? And keep yourself safe. There's a dog barking in the background. Doggo. Shh. The dog's bugging me. Down 4. Let's see. Down 4 phone call. Does it work? fact that I can just do that, like if I think they're gonna, do that is just, I mean, yeah, it's really punishable, but still, it's just an idea. Like it's kind of stupid. So the thing I want to mention is the wake ups on knockdown. So let's just set her to auto and then wake up. So this only really works against stationary attacks or that are armor, but it still works, right? So if I just end with the command grab, and we're in mid-screen space, if you get it just right, you'll get a full combo into it again. Now this is the command grab, of course. You have different distance enders. Sorry about that. But yeah, essentially it essentially just functions as a anyway. It essentially functions as a way to just straight up manipulate and get around armor. Especially if you want to spin the bar on it, you can just, and it should like whiff punish, right? So yeah, I don't know. Phone call and teleport, there's a lot of potential use cases for both these moves, especially depending on the player you fight, right? And so yeah, hopefully you guys found these helpful. I love Ghostface. He's probably my favorite character to play in this game, besides Garrus and Reiko. Obviously Grappler Boys, but I've been finding different combo routes for Ghostface Darius, and like some of the combo routes are pretty fun. So thanks again for watching. We'll see you guys in the next video, and